In today's video, we're going to be going over how to chain a chain link gate that has a drop in it. We just recently did a video on how to make a gate with a slope or a drop in it. Now, let's say you've got a chain link gate that you need to put chain link on. How in the world do we put it on a gate that's tilted? Let's go! Step one, and the most important thing, is to make sure to put the chain link on the correct side of the gate. Because our gate is sloped, we want to make sure that we get step one right. Step two, roll out the chain link across the frame of the gate. And we're pretty much going to want to line up the chain link parallel with the horizontal bars, making sure that our alignment is either flush with the horizontal bar or sticking up slightly proud of the top of the gate. Step number three, you're going to notice that after you have the chain link lined up, that some of the wire is sticking over the gate. You're going to want to make sure that the wire is in the top corner and it's going to be where the tension bar is at. And then we're going to visualize where that tension bar is going to go. And when we do that, we're pretty much looking for the diamonds where that tension bar is going to jump to the next diamond. Step number four, or maybe 3.5, as you're visualizing the tension bar going down into the chain link, you can either do it all by eye or you can insert the tension bar a little bit at a time. That helps if you're new at it. But you're going to want to try to find where the tension bar is going to jump to the next diamond, and then we're going to be cutting the excess material away from the roll of chain link. Now, this step might take you a while, and especially if you're new at it, you just kind of have to play with it a little bit, but you will eventually figure it out. Step number 5, now that you have figured out where you're cutting your chain link, you're going to be fully inserting your tension bar, adding the tension bands, and putting on the nuts and bolts. Now that we got one side of the gate done, we're ready to hop over to the other side, and I'll show you that. But before we do, let's take a real quick second to tell you about today's sponsor. Mid-America Fence Supply has a ton of fencing products. They have everything from kits to posts to chain link, you name it, they got it. They've got a quality business with quality business professionals, and if you're interested in buying some material from them, check the link in the description. Now back to the video. Step number 6, we're going to go to the other side of the gate, and we're going to start by identifying what side do we have more material on. If you noticed on the first few steps where we were cutting out the chain link and removing it, we were pulling it down towards the bottom of the gate. In this step and on the other side, we're going to be removing it in the opposite direction where we cut and move the material to the top side of the gate. So here I'm looking at, is the bottom where we want to start or is the top where we want to start? Now you'll notice that it's at the bottom where we want to start. We're going to pretty much use our hands and get some tension on it and figure out where our tension bar is going to start. Step number 7, now that we know where our tension bar is going to start, we're going to remove the excess wire. Step number 8 is pretty much the same as the first few steps. We're going to visualize where this tension bar is going to go in at. If you notice, I'm pulling just hand tight to see where we can jump that tension bar to the next diamond. With a little bit of luck and determination, you will see that there is a pattern. You make a cut, and then there's a couple of diamonds, and then another cut. That doesn't always fall true on every single gate. It does depend on how much of a slope you have on the gate, but that could be a good guide as to try to figure out where to jump the tension bar to the next diamond. Once you've gotten it figured out, you're then ready to stick the tension bar all the way through and put on the tension bands and the nuts on the other side. If you notice, I'm using the bear hold to do this. That is a great tool that you can find at ozfence.store. Really, the last thing that you want to do before you call it good is just to make sure that the chain link is lined up correctly before you cut and knuckle the bottom and throw the wire ties on. So hopefully you now get some sort of a visual representation of how to chain a gate that has a slope. There's really no step-by-step direction other than what I kind of gave. It's a lot of tweaking and adjusting and playing with it, but hopefully the visualization helped. If you found this video helpful, please comment and let us know. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any other great ideas for videos, drop them in the comments below. And we'll see you next time.